and the joy of a long weekend, maybe. The power of Easter weekend is found actually in moments like we want to create for you today, when we intentionally stop and we reflect on its reality and ask ourselves some questions, and not just the questions of theology, what does this mean about who God is, but the personal ones that actually change our lives. Questions about how this day, how the cross not only changed the world at a point in time, but continues to change us in an ongoing and continuous tense. It's incredible that a moment that happened, some 2,000 years ago continues to have effect, continues to offer people questions about what does that moment mean for them, and then the power of it continues to change us in every moment that we intentionally stop and ask ourselves, okay, what does this mean? What is the reality of this for me? So let us not breeze through Easter, because it's just what we do. Right at the beginning of this weekend, let's really listen to the whisper of the Holy Spirit, who was actually present then at the cross, and so dearly wants to make what happened then real to us today. The beautiful, the powerful Holy Spirit, who makes the reality of what Jesus did for you and I even more real. Over the years that I have been a Christian, I have found that the focus often of the Easter weekend is on Resurrection Sunday. And what a great day that is. It's the day when darkness and confusion and hopelessness was completely overcome. The day which offers each one of us the opportunity to rewrite our own stories in light of the power and the incredible, incomprehensible hope that Resurrection Sunday offers us. And so sometimes Good Friday can just feel like a bit of a warm-up for that day. And we've all heard the phrase, Sunday's coming. It might be Good Friday, but Sunday's coming. And we embrace that, right, in the benefit of hindsight. But those who actually walked with Jesus through the Holy Week leading up to the cross, they had no idea what was going to happen on Sunday. And so for the disciples, this day, this moment, the day of the crucifixion, was for them, it was a little bit confusing, it was a bit scary, and in the lead up to it, it actually revealed all of the ways in which they actually weren't that committed to Jesus, despite what they said. Peter denied even knowing him right at that moment. All of the disciples fled when things got a little bit heated in the garden. Only John was present there at the cross. And of course, after Friday and before Sunday, there's Saturday. This was a very uncomfortable day. It's this picture of what we call a liminal, or an in-between space where there's just questions. Things don't look the way that they thought it would look, and there's some confusion around what they were expecting but they were not seeing. Have you ever thought that the cycle of events of this Easter weekend actually mirrors our lives? The cycles that we go through time and time again. Life continues to offer us moments of death and loss and confusion and fear. And then there's those in-between liminal days. There's those Saturday days, the seasons of waiting, the things when things are no longer what they were, but they're not yet what they will be. But because of our faith, there's always the resurrection into new things, into new life. But that cycle occurs time and time again in our own life. So I want to suggest that those days leading up to the crucifixion of Jesus, which we refer to as Holy Week, and the events of Friday, specifically what we're remembering today, they give us so much to reflect upon and then to use to ask ourselves the kind of questions that can actually unlock the power of the kingdom in a new way if we just want to skip too quickly to Sunday. So my prayer is that after today, you take these questions and you contemplate them. You continue to ask yourself these questions.